EPK means electronic press kit, and really that's what the EPK crew is doing, is they're making electronic press kit, so it's awesome, you know?
Phadra's room is about it's about a man named David who is obsessed with the idea of the Earth being attacked and completely obliterated by Martians. And he met a girl named Phadra over the internet, and they've been chatting for quite a while over the internet. They've never actually met in person. Finally one day he says, "I've bought you a plane ticket. I want to meet you. Come down, see me in my place," right? So she takes a plane there, and she arrives at his place, and nothing's there. Next thing you know, she wakes up in this underground bunker sort of place, completely made of metal, and excitement ensues, doesn't it? I have my pants rolled up like this because my pants are too tight for me to bend over. That is the excuse. I'm Blaze Kloderchuk. I am the director of Phadra's Room and the writer. We're in the stage where we're trying to build all the sets and get all this stuff together, and we're in the pre-production stage, and it's just lots and lots of work and long days, and my mind exploding constantly.
We are building a set because we could not find a location that looked even remotely close to what the bunker needs to look like. There aren't very many, silver aluminum rooms out there.
Phadra's room, which is actually David's room, is it's not somewhere you can just find on the street or in somebody's house. You got to build it all and make it look right.
We're actually right now we're on the 11th floor of the Senator Burns building, which is like the tallest building on the SAIT campus. This used to be the president's office, I believe, and it's empty now, so we were allowed to build in here. The overall look is it's supposed to look like metal or sheets of metal, like the main room. There's supposed to be like regular furniture in there, so we're gonna have like wood bookcases and a desk and stuff like that. So basically he built this metal bunker, and then he just grabbed any old furniture and put it in there.
Steve Wilson's never gonna see this footage, right? Right.
I don't care, all I wanted was like about enough to
I don't know, like, we can hardly see the silver now.
Okay. If you think, just keep it simple.
Where are you going?
There's some guy that got in the
We
van.
had floors put into his house.
There's one!
Like,
Are you guys covering the floors, Sean?
that's
Do you know if the floors are being covered or it's just like that?
Nope, we don't have any covering for
I've been working with lots of people, like first AD, Blaze, the producer, production manager, even the camera department, the only people that are going to be accomplishing what I'm trying to do. And yeah, just little things here and there, just trying to make it flow as smoothly as possible when we get into production.
That's you. That's you. That's you. Let's just do this. You want to do this on location?
I actually went through Blaze's storyboards and sort of made notes on each frame that he drew, sort of to get both Blaze and myself on the same page visually, because I want to accomplish what he wants, but so I need to know what he wants. So I kind of took what he drew and sort of put it on paper.
Actually, this is better to have this first because wherever we put the street lamp here, we just put it here.
Okay.
You put it here.
Okay.
We know where to put our lamp here.
He has it in his head of a shot that he wants to do, and basically I have to accomplish that creatively. And limitations with budget and space, all that kind of stuff, you have to kind of just create what you can with what Blaze wants, with what we have. So kind of have to think on your feet. You know, I like the script. I think everyone likes the script and is excited about the project, but it seems that we're nervous because we're trying to get all this stuff done before we move into production. So we're all pushing for stuff.
A lot of after school time has gone into building set. I've spent entire days with Blaze driving around the city trying to find different ways we could make the walls. Well, I hope that everything is just ready to go for the shoot. I hope that, I hope the sets and everything are ready to go for the shoot. The miniature's not going to be done until probably the day that we're actually going to shoot it, which is the last day of principal photography.
Obviously, since it's a school production, it's a budget issue and we haven't had much money to work with. And we've had to think of a lot of different ways to try and get that done, involving cutting pieces out of the final movie, building, using other people's furniture and supplies to help build our sets. And, just personally from a money standpoint, I've found that to be the biggest challenge so far.
Building this set makes me want to drink a lot more than a guy who drinks socially.
Personally, I love it because Blaze is such a character, He's very unique, but he's also very open to suggestions. He's very open to advice.
He's not married to all his shots and ideas. He's willing to take feedback and sort of transform what he had into something that's workable, I guess. So it's been really good.
I'm a little stressed at this point, obviously, as the time grows closer to begin shooting. But I feel confident that it's going to get done. I think we have the right people to do it, and I hope it goes smoothly.
The taxi that we ordered from Budget, or the car, you couldn't really specify what it looked like, just that it had 4 doors, and so it doesn't really look like a taxi, but we'll make it work. So.
I'm not very happy right now with these peppers.
What's wrong with the peppers?
They're both not working.
It's right here. Does that have to be off? No, it has to be on.
Everyone's been working really hard. We haven't had too many problems that I've seen. They might be, off to the side, and I don't know what's going on. Nobody tells me about it, but yeah, I think everyone's working well together. I think we're getting things accomplished. So.
I'm the first assistant camera on Phadra's room here, our short dramatic, 5 to 7 minutes, whatever it is. I think we're almost ready to go here. I'm actually not sure what we're waiting for, which is usually the case.
I didn't realize sitting with the light. You're gonna have that on your card?
It's already set up. Because both the mics.
Like I tell Blaze when he says he's happy, I said the film hasn't come back yet, so don't tell me you're pleased yet.
Why'd you stop here?
Just the address that you wanted.
Sound speed. We've been using a lot of really difficult equipment and setting up a lot of really complicated systems. We've got 3 mics going at any given time, 2 wireless and a hardwired boom. That all gets sent into the mixer, and we're also doing something new that we've never really done before in CTSR, which is we send the audio and the video signals to a laptop where Scott Townsend mixes them, and he can make a rough edit right there. So we're sending sound to him.
It's the simplest little action like that. If you do those overlaps.
It's actually pretty neat with some of our jib arm shots. We practiced and they weren't hitting the marks, but then we actually decided to roll and they hit them perfectly. So.
Just everything is impressing me constantly, nonstop. Everybody. It's very creepy to see how everything is turning out according to my ultimate diabolical plan.
The first week was actually good, better than I expected it to be. Things flowed pretty well. We got the shots off?
This is our third day of production. First day of the bunker. We haven't shot anything with the bunker yet, so this is where it gets intense. First AD does a lot of things. First AD in pre-production has to do like a shot list with economy of setup so that you know, you're shooting all the medium shots or all the shots in one area of the room or all the dolly shots at the same time. So you really have to save time on set, especially with a film like this, because in the bunker scene we have about 53 shots that we have to do in 4 days. So it really depends on being, you know, really well organized. So you have to do that in pre-production, you have to make all the call sheets, and then on set you have to make sure everybody's working, not goofing off all the time. And,
delicious.
Then you also have to make the calls when we're going to picture, like.
Okay, quiet on set. This is for picture, please.
Those types of things. If the director needs anything, you can get him a foot massage or something like that.
But we'll do that a different day. Then, the hell, dude, this is gonna be so hard to edit, dude.
No, it's not going to be hard to edit.
Oh,
Why
it's
would it be hard to edit?
It's gonna be hard to edit.
Why?
Can I ask you something?
No, it's gonna be good.
Basically, what my job is Luke is the one who, the director of photography, who creates the look that he wants for the picture. And it's up to me and the key grip to actually make that happen. So my job is to hang all the lights and make sure they're all powered and at the right color temperature so that they have the mood and look that Luke is going for. Manny Golden is my best boy, and we actually don't have anyone else in the department, so it's small, but it's nice. Manny's been great to work with. It's been great just to be able to hand stuff off to him and know that it gets done and be able to get stuff from stash and all sorts of things. It's been great. Well, as you can see from the set behind me, it has quite a metallic sort of look to it, which has caused some issues with lighting. It's been more difficult than most of the time to control the lighting. If you even just look at most of the lights, there's a lot of black wrap and stuff on them, and there's been a lot of changing of the positioning in order to try and control the light.
What is going on here, David? How come there are no doors in this goddamn place?
Listen.
We're going to be doing a dolly shot in a little bit. That's going to go kind of across the set. So I got to take these wheels off, which are for just kind of freewheeling dolly shots, and these wheels go on. And you set them on the track, and it's like a little train with a camera on top of it. There's lighting and grip. Grip pretty much sets up any gear that a camera goes on. Anything that goes in front of a light to shape the light for the camera, or any special equipment like cranes and dollies and jib arms, stuff like that. Grips are responsible for that. Fun thing about working on this shoot, I guess, is that we've used a lot of new equipment that may be familiar to some other people, but not to myself. Good thing about working with Blaze and with Hussein is that we probably haven't really had a chance to work together too much, maybe because of the limited amount of projects we actually do as a whole class. But I think it's pretty cool to be doing stuff like this, because times where we probably otherwise wouldn't really work together or talk to each other too much about stuff, it's been good to work together and see each other's ideas and try to see how other people think and stuff. So it's been pretty cool.
But we can do that after summer. Yeah, we'll do it after summer. Here, let me tell Dara that's what's happening now. Cool?
I'm trying to make sure the bed is in perfect continuity with the other shots that we've shot. So it's kind of hard. But I think it'll look good.
So this displays what the audio is recording. So we will plug it in and jam
the slate.
You wanted to say something, I know.
My job, I take different audio signals from different microphones in different places, and I bring them into the mixer and I put them at proper levels and send them to a recorder and print them to tape so that they are all good when you hear them on film. Rob is an amazing assistant. He's one of those people, he understands that I like to do things a certain way, and I always hear him saying, I really don't feel like I'm an assistant because I'm not really doing much, but he lets me do it the way I want to, and then he'll do what I need him to do. And he's always on top of everything with good suggestions, and he knows what he's doing. He could probably do this job without me, so.
Yeah. The best shot so far, better than the second shot.
Yeah. Are we done on the dollar?
We do. Basically, we've got 11 shots left today, and we have to do them in less than 2 feet. So that being the case, we do like a few shots of her first, and then a few shots of you?
The crew's been great, really. Like, just about everybody here has been, you know, just shining examples of excellence in their field. I mean, everybody's working for free, putting in a lot of extra time, because obviously you guys are all doing like classes and then this at the same time, and I know that feeling. Everybody is doing their job, and they're doing it well, and they're doing it in such a way that you could actually envision all of these people getting together again and doing this as a professional company is very impressive.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to have to fade up into this one.
Oh, okay. The speed walk, the Olympic speed walk.
It's something like this?
I know.
Well, the thing I really love about this set is that it is all students, and I'm not that far removed from the student life myself. So I feel I can really be relaxed and let go with students because everybody's learning, and so there's no judgment. Whereas if you're on a set with people who have been around in the business for 20 years, they've got kind of their cynical ways of viewing things, and you know, that sort of thing. So it's really nice to be on a set where everybody's is really idealistic, and they really want to learn because they really want to go somewhere with their life, and this is what they want to do, and this is just their starting point. And it's the same way that I feel about my career. So I just feel like we're all in the same place and all in the same mindset, and everybody's going to make mistakes, and no judgment, which I really like. I've been having a great time, yeah. I'll be a little disappointed that I won't have someplace to go at night now. At least I can say, I'm going shooting tonight.
Okay, it's exceeding my expectations, like greatly. Everything looks very nice. The actors, I haven't had to do a single second take yet because an actor messing up. It's they're brilliant people, and the crew is working so much harder than they need to be. Even they're just killing themselves to make this work for me, and it's great.
Well, so this should be in the exact order, right, that we're doing it today?
That's the way I have it.
Oh, can we move this ladder out of the way so nobody, like, dies?
Part of being a first AD, you have to kind of be the bad cop sometimes, which I find hard because I'm terribly nice, I think.
728 is
2 shots, which we added. Okay, we'll just frame it up. Medium.
Oh, I think it's going really good. We're a little bit behind, but yes, very good crew. And as a producer, I got to put my hand into the cookie jar to help pick them. So I think that's very important, at least from my aspect, is that the crew that's working on this is a crew that I've helped pick and that I feel comfortable working with.
Dan is just really, when it comes down to time to get to work, he's really all about the business, you know. He takes everything seriously. He's not like you see him outside of the work environment, and he likes to joke around, and you know, he's hardly ever serious. But once gets his game face on, that's it. You know, watch out. And Blaze is Blaze is Blaze. We all know what he's like.
Oh, the shoot's been going fabulous. I'm so incredibly blown away by my crew. It's unbelievable.
Probably not.
And I am such an unbelievably amazing director. Things couldn't go any better than perfect.
But working with the rest of the crew's been just such a, unique experience. It's been something that I'll just never forget for the rest of my life. It's just... Can I get a Kleenex, possibly?
Action.
It's me, David. Remember I said I would beat you? You look great.
Don't come any closer. Where the hell am I? Why was I sleeping?
I figured it'd be easier if
Cut. That was perfect. You want to put it?
It's not as bad.
Essentially, I work with the visual end of the editing, and I cut the different shots so that they fit together, and then after that, I pass it on to Ryan, who does the sound edit.
The biggest thing I've done right now is I did a soundscape for the room itself. Blaze had wanted it to have a very mechanical sound and wanted a bit of an echo on everything that was in the room. So right now I've been mixing sounds so they have a very robotic computer sound to them.
Me and Blaze have been working fairly tightly on doing the picture edit, and it's been going really well. But just everybody has a different opinion, and because the whole class is so tightly knit, it is everybody's project, and everybody wants to have their own say, sort of thing. So, but it's been going really well.
The sound editor is the person who makes sure that if you see something on the screen, you hear something.
My editing crew's been really good so far. I have Carolyn's my assistant editor, Ryan's the sound editor, Dara's the script supervisor, and they've all been really good so far. Carolyn's been, everything I needed in the assistant and more, actually. She's been really good because we had some syncing problems with the video and the audio, and she fixed that right up. And Ryan's been amazing on sound. He's actually started to do the sound edit before I even locked the picture and gave it to him.
I think the most challenging thing is getting the sound exactly right, getting it to sound organic, if you will. It's a very difficult thing to take something that doesn't exist, like Phadra's room itself, and make it sound like it does exist. Blaze has been great. He's always there. If I have a question for him, he's very supportive of everything I've done so far, and just overall he's been really good and supportive.
Yeah, it's depressing. I'm freaking depressed that it's over, but I'm sort of happy that I've got a fabulous movie at the end of it all. One day I'll look back on Phadra and just smile. The making of the movie was equally as brilliant as the movie itself. It's beautiful.
We're building Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
And someone's serving block. Okay.
See ya.
See what I gotta work with?